When James Gordon was just becoming the commissioner of the GCPD in Gotham City, Bruce Wayne was starting to don the mask and become the Batman. After years of training, Bruce had become powerful and disciplined. He lived with his butler Alfred in the Wayne family mansion. Because of the massive fortune he had inherited, Bruce had always done his best to support the people of Gotham City. He frequently invested his money in education, public safety, and new medicines. Wayne Tech, one of the companies funded by the Wayne family fortune, had recently developed a chemical that could temporarily make the human body resistant to temperature extremes and increase the user's overall healing factor. Bruce realized that if this type of chemical became common knowledge, it wouldn't be long before the scum of Gotham would have their hands on it. Bruce ordered that the project be abandoned and that all remaining samples be locked away in the company vaults. Not wanting to miss out on his opportunity to add some of the chemical to Batman's utility belt, Bruce personally escorted the chemical samples into the vault. Later that night, Batman, during his investigation of a recent string of crimes, trailed a suspect right to the Joker and a group of hired thugs. Stationing himself above the Joker and his goons, Batman climbed the roof of a dilapidated building. It was essential for him to have the element of surprise if he was going to take down the Joker and his men. Dropping 2 smoke pellets, Batman skydropped off the roof. "Surrender now and no one will get hurt," Batman bellowed as he glided down from the roof. To the smoke, the Joker responded, "Kill the Batman!" The incident lasted less than a minute. Batman had managed to subdue all the thugs, but the police had heard the commotion and were now arriving on the scene. The police opened fire on the entwined duo, and during the confusion of the firefight, the Joker managed to escape from Batman's grasp. This was not, however, before he managed to cut Batman's utility belt from his waist. Not wanting to be overpowered without his belt, Batman fled into the darkness to plot his next move. In the safety of his own hideout, the Joker rummaged through Batman's utility belt until he came upon the vial stamped with the Wayne Tech logo. Wanting to know more about what had just fallen into his hands, the Joker ordered his thugs to bring him a Wayne Tech scientist for questioning. The very next night, the Joker had his scientist and all the information he needed to know about the chemical compound and where it came from. "Looks like we're going to throw a party for the good people of Wayne Tech," said the Joker, barely able to control his excitement. It was midnight when Batman heard about the break-in at Wayne Tech over the police scanners. The Joker was holed up inside the building with his goons, the scientist, and a few unlucky members of the Wayne Tech night staff. The GCPD had the building surrounded and were awaiting orders from Police Commissioner Gordon. When Batman arrived at the Wayne Tech building, he could see that the GCPD were chomping at the bit to get their chance at taking out the Joker and his gang. Tapping into Commissioner Gordon's communication line, Batman heard Gordon give the order to open fire on anyone attempting to leave the building. Sneaking into the Wayne Tech building by accessing the ventilation system on the roof, Batman had guessed that after searching through his utility belt, the Joker had found the vial containing the chemical he had locked away in the building's vault. As quickly as possible, he quietly made his way to the basement of the building where the vault was located. From his position in the vent, Batman could see the Joker had the scientist and the night staff tied up outside the vault. The entire room was packed with more than enough explosives to bring the entire building down. It appeared that he was either going to get what he wanted, or blow the whole place clean off the map. Not wasting another moment, Batman broke open the vent and tossed a couple of stun grenades into the room. He moved swiftly, disarming all the Joker's thugs, knocking them unconscious with ease. The Joker, however, responded quicker than his men, grabbing the scientist and holding him at gunpoint. "Now be a good little bat and buzz off," the Joker said with a crooked smile. "Let the man go. Nobody has to die tonight, Joker," Batman said as he stared straight into the face of his nemesis. Before the Joker could reply, James Gordon, leading a squad of SWAT officers, entered the already cramped room. "All of you drop your weapons and get on the ground," Gordon commanded before realizing the gravity of the situation. "Now, Mr. Gordon, I don't think you're in any position to be giving orders. You see, you are going to let me walk out of this building, or Mr. Scientist never gets to see his family again, and I'll blow us all to smithereens," the Joker said, showing everyone the detonator. Gordon commanded his men to lower their weapons and let the Joker and his hostage through. On his way out the door, the Joker turned and fired a shot right at Batman. "Sorry about that, old chap. I hope there's no hard feelings, but I can't have you continue to meddle in my affairs," said the Joker as he closed the door. Gordon tried to open the door and follow the Joker, but the door wouldn't budge. The timer had started on one of the bombs. With the countdown at 5 minutes, Batman was bleeding badly from the bullet wound that gushed from his abdomen. "Commissioner Gordon, I think I can defuse the bomb. Can you help me over to the timer and have your men untie the other hostages?" Not hesitating, Gordon helped Batman over to the timer and had his men untie the hostages. Batman managed to defuse the timer, but as soon as he had disarmed one bomb, another timer began. Gordon, get your men on the outside down here and unblock the door. I can keep defusing bombs to prolong the time, but you've got to get your men, the Joker's thugs, and the hostages out of here, Batman said with pain welling up in his voice from the bullet wound. I'm on it, Gordon said, radioing his men on the outside. After 2 more bombs were defused, Gordon's men had the door open and were escorting everyone outside the building. Get out of here, Gordon. I'm going to try and save the building, Batman said with much effort. I'm not leaving you here, Gordon replied. I've seen too much good in you tonight. You are not the monster I thought you to be. You were willing to risk your life to save the lives of the very people who tried to kill you. We're leaving here together. With Gordon's help, Batman was able to defuse all the remaining bombs and save the Wayne Tech building. Losing consciousness before he could leave the building, Batman was carried out of the building by Commissioner Gordon. The Commissioner had Batman taken to the hospital to treat his wounds, but commanded the staff to leave the mask on him. In the Commissioner's eyes, Batman wasn't a vigilante anymore. He was a hero. He wanted to form a partnership with Batman to help clean up Gotham City. The next night, when Batman regained consciousness, Gordon was there to greet him. Don't worry, your identity is safe. What you did the other night was very heroic. I want to offer my hand in friendship to you. I was actually hoping we could work together in the future, Gordon said excitedly. I prefer to work alone, but I'll be watching Gotham City closely. If you need me, I'm sure I won't be far off, Batman said as he moved toward the window. I was actually hoping to set up a signal for you, Gordon said, not paying attention to what Batman was doing. Gordon turned to see what Batman would say. When he looked, nobody was there. Within a week, Gotham City had a bat signal, and its people had a hero to protect the city. The Batman had established that there was good in Gotham, and it inspired hope.